What's happening then? What's up? Happy Monday, everybody. I'm Lifestyles with Eric. When you come in and come into my house, please wipe your feet and super violate that like button. I need you to do that. I need you to hit that thumbs up as many times as you can. It's definitely not going to cost you anything, and I appreciate everybody that comes in and participates tonight. All my loyal fans and followers, I appreciate you. My family members, I appreciate you. If you're part of the Lifestyles family, you are family. And thanks for coming in and being a part of it. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We're coming into another holiday weekend. We'll have a 4-day weekend. So, that'll be nice. Little another refresher. I had a week off last week. It was my birthday. It was a player's birthday. No, just kidding. But I turned 53 years old, and I appreciate all the happy birthdays and all that stuff. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you were a part of my birthday, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Miss Audria, Miss Vivian, what is going on, everybody? Kenyatta, thank you for coming in tonight. Happy Monday, everybody. Make sure you like the video, please. As soon as you come in, you got to hit that thumbs up, please. But we're waiting on Mr. Rico to come in. Mr. Rico will be in here shortly. Again, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Let's fill this chat up. Remember, this is a super chat, and we also have memberships. The memberships start as low as $2.99, people, so don't be cheap. Reach into that pocketbook and get you a month's worth of Lifestyles with Eric. Sometimes we have different things going on for members, exclusive things. I'm going to start making sure I do that again for my members. I've had a few members that have been members for a while now, and I'm going to have to start doing something nice for you all. So, again, thank you for being a part of my family. We're waiting on Mr. Rico to come in. It's a few things to talk about. We've been off about a week. We've had a little bit of a break. Me and Mr. Rico have had a little bit of a break. We had a mental break. We had things going on. He had some family things going on, and we all have different things going on in life. And we send our condolences to Mr. Rico's had some different losses, and we send our condolences to you and your family, and prayers out to you and your family, Mr. Rico. It's
Thank
hard
you.
to.
Appreciate it. Gratitude.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I've had my share the last 5 years, so I completely understand.
Hmm.
Audrey said, "What's?" She said, "Good evening, Rico."
Good evening.
Yeah. Hey, I like your picture back here. What's that, Jazz?
Oh yeah, yeah. I moved off, put him over here, and put that big mirror picture up.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So anything interesting going on in anything else going on interesting in your life? How's the music going?
It's going. It's going. This is my little hobby.
Okay, okay. Anything have you put anything, mashed anything together that you know what? I got an idea for you, Rico. Damn, I just got a good idea for you. I don't know how those DJs are able to do it, but I think you ought to do a mashup that ain't nobody did yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
I think you ought to do one, and how they be having them on TikTok or somebody like so somebody will make a video with your mashup behind it. That'll be real tight. You can make a nice mix to go right with a song that ain't nobody mashed up yet. I think that because you good at that, you real good at that.
Yeah.
I think that SOS band will kill it. I think you ought to mash
Well,
something up with
I
that.
just started working on it yesterday, but um, I'm trying to. Like I said, I was really kind of like giving a little homage to the Bay Area, but
I got a
I
song for you. I got a song. I got a
think
mashup for you that'll kill it.
to
I
go
got
with that.
one, huh?
Gotta go with that.
I got a yes, and it's old. It's old, and it's Bay Area too.
Okay.
Hey, so listen, you can do don't mind us people. We just talking music talk right now. So listen, you can do SOS because I had this mix back in the 90s. I had I had this mix probably back like in '92. So
Uh-huh.
you can mash up SOS Band, No One's Gonna Love You, and mash up Stepdaddy by Too Short.
Yeah.
It was hard. Uh, it was like Stepdaddy, you know what it was. It come through like the
They
first of the
had
month,
the
and then it
what was
had that.
that?
No one's gonna love. Hey man, it was cold.
What was that? They had Parliament. Was it Parliament? That stepdaddy?
That yep.
Yeah, that was
Don't
Parliament.
don't don't
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't. And then you know how that when my love from 1 to 10. Boy, I'm
I
telling you,
did.
hey boy, yeah, I got that's a good one right there. I love to hear that together. Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah,
But
that
see, I
that
be making my beat. I make a beat to go with it. I just don't like.
you'll have to.
I make an actual beat to go on top of what I be sampling
I'm
too.
gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna have to come up. I want you to, when we get offline, pull up Stepdaddy and listen to Stepdaddy, and then think of it in your head with that. No one's gonna look because I'm gonna get me some DJ equipment again. I'm gonna get back to my DJing again.
Yeah.
But check. Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, we definitely got to get together on this music stuff, man. Definitely. Yeah,
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
I'm. Would you say?
I moved it in the back, so it's in the back now.
Okay, because I'm interested in that, man. I mean, it's fun to me. I'm interested in it. I mean, I know working on music is like long and tedious hours, but till you get something sometimes. But I mean, I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. I like it.
Yeah. The real work comes when it like the real work is when the production comes in. When you start putting the song like when I'm doing it, when I'm making them just the beat or whatever, that's just really in writing. That's in writing. They call that studio talking writing. There you just writing a song. But when you can
Yeah,
put it in song mode is is when you get to the producing part where you mixing down stuff and
that's when it comes. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah, and you
That's
have to
the
keep
process. That's the process.
the process
I
like
got you. I got you. Yeah, man. Yeah. We'll
you
definitely have to get back.
upload.
What'd you say, brother?
No, I said that's the easy part, but yeah,
We
it, it's it's working it.
we gonna get to it. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that real soon, man. Uh,
I got plenty. I have plenty.
I we could talk about that all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a music head too, man.
Mhm.
So I just wrote down a couple things tonight, man, because we ain't been on in a week. So, just a couple of current events and things to talk about. Uh,
Yeah.
I got I got the P Diddy trial. Everybody's waiting on that verdict. Jeff Bezos's wedding. That a lot of people are mad about his wedding. I don't know why. I mean, he's a billionaire. The only thing I think is that no matter who came to it, I mean, of course he knows rich and extravagant people. He's rich and extravagant. He's one of the richest men in the world, or the richest man in the world. So, I mean, the only thing I think is that with Jeff Bezos is that he should have had the wedding here in the United States instead of in Italy, and then it would have made him look more real instead of I got to go to Italy. He should have had his wedding, and in my mind, he should have had his wedding at one of the Amazon plants. That would have been big, and it would have made him look like a regular guy.
Well, he's not a regular guy,
I know, but yeah, you're right. He's not regular. So
and of course he's not even gonna. He's not thinking about that. Uh, like this is this is his first marriage.
second, I believe.
Second. Okay. So yeah. See, it's kind of like
And he wasn't a billionaire at his
exactly
first wedding. So
right.
you got to
So
take
he's
in
doing it big.
consideration.
He's doing it big either way. Even if that's why I'm looking at it. If it was his first marriage, he's gonna do it big. But since it's his second marriage as a millionaire, he's going to do it big.
Billionaire.
So, yeah,
Right.
billion. Yeah, I'm the millionaire, billionaire. He's
Right.
doing it big, and he don't care. He don't care. Of course, he already got the people don't the boycotting Amazon or whatever.
I
Uh,
mean,
They
I
don't
order
care.
from Amazon. It is what it is. I order from Amazon. It is what it is.
Yeah, and they still can't get stuff. They can't get stuff that if you want to order something from somewhere, they still can't get it
Exactly.
because of the tariff. They send me a message said, "Ah, we can't get that. It's coming from such and such,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
it's available, but we can't get it right now.
Right.
So, do you want a refund or do you want to go with something else?" So, but that's that. He doesn't. Yeah, some people don't care. I mean, some people care about, but man, no matter. I love that if you broke or if you rich, somebody's gonna have something
Right.
to say.
I mean, my thing is, Rico, I wasn't raised to be no hater. So I don't care who has more money than me. I don't hate them or say, oh, look at that motherfucker. They got more money than me. Nah, fuck them motherfuckers. I
Yeah,
wasn't raised like that. Now, hey, if that's how you think, that's how you think. But I was just raised that, hey, you can get what they got or more if you work hard or do what they doing or better than what they doing, and you can get where they at. Don't
yeah.
don't hate them because
It
that nigga riding
inspires
down
me.
in Dayton's back in the day. Don't hate, what I'm
They
saying?
used to inspire me. They used to just inspire me. Like,
That's what I'm
I
saying. It's more inspiration than hate.
gotta
I'm
get my
hearing
stuff. Yeah,
Right. I'm hearing people talking about the man, but I'm inspired to if I was ever to get married again, I'd love to spend a few million on a wedding. Hey, I'd love to do it if I had it like that. But then
maybe he'll come.
again, huh?
Maybe he'll come back to U.S. soil and have some kind of ceremony too.
Reception or something. Possibly,
Yeah,
possibly. But like I said, I mean, I just think talking about him in a hateful way because he spent money on all this money, that's his business, that's his money. The people that are talking about him are millionaires too. So
and them the one. Yeah, ain't that crazy?
they're not billionaires, but they're millionaires.
But that's
So
crazy though. Like, yeah, but they're gonna have something to say. But
they
who
have.
knows? Who knows? His wife could have
Yeah, I
had.
agree.
His wife could have been a big decision in that. She probably would have said, "No, let's go over here." You know, shoot, a woman to change all that.
You're
She,
right. You're right. You're
you
right,
know,
Rico.
probably say, "Hey, we don't have to get married in Los Angeles. Let's go over." He didn't have all his celebrity partners and nothing. It just probably was just a small little private thing. But yeah,
I got another one too before we get to Diddy. Get back to Diddy. Um, have you heard? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, and by the way, President Trump brokered a deal with the Republic of Congo, which is good because we haven't had a real good relationship with Africa in years, parts of Africa. So he got a deal with the Congo. We like this with Congo. Congo's got a lot of rich minerals and stuff. Of course, we know they do, but we got to deal with them. So that's a good deal. We got a good broker deal with the Republic of Congo. What else? 100 best movies. I won't. We don't need to go heavy into it, but I thought that's something fun that we could kind of go a couple of minutes with. 100. What's your top five of 100 best?
mine,
Top five
no
of all
act. I
time.
mean, just whatever. Just
Of all time.
of all time. My favorite, my top five movies is Beach Street, The
Okay.
Crow, uh, um, uh, Goodfellas, because I can watch that over.
Okay.
Goodfellas, um, The Godfather. So I like my movies, Scarface and Scarface.
Okay. That's almost my list. My list would be um, Scarface. It would be Godfather 1 and 2. Um, Definitely Beat Street impacted my life. Let me think. You know what? Boys in the Hood impacted my life. And no, and I think and New Jack City impacted me heavily. And then Purple Rain, man. My mother took me to see that. That was a good music movie, and it had a good storyline. Purple Rain.
I can say that kind of like honorable mentions because it's a lot of movies, man. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean, I'm just saying when we were younger, movies that
Yeah,
affected me.
a
Movies
lot.
that stuck really, like movies that really either changed my life. Like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna put it like this, Rico, because I can talk about it now. I'm the statute of limitations is over. So New Jack City, when me and my friends went to see New Jack City in 90 or 89 when it came, 90, 91 when it came out, we literally thought that we could be the biggest drug dealers of all time. And
yeah.
we
My
wanted
brother
to
was
be.
that way. That's
And
some.
and that's what we attempted to be at that particular time when you could do those types of things without getting in any trouble, really. And we led those type that really changed my whole, even in that changed my high school stuff because
Yeah,
I was going to be a barber and different things. It was different things that I wanted to pursue in life, but that movie is one of the movies that changed my life
yeah,
and really made me want to pursue another career. Um, and I did for a long time. And man, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. I'm telling you, man.
yeah. But
Beat
like,
Street and Beat Street. I thought I wanted to be the best. I mean, and I was a break dancer. I was a great break. I was good at breakdancing. And Beat Street was a movie that showed me some moves. I love that dude, man. Lee, right? Lee.
yeah,
That was his name in the movie. Yeah. Hey, man.
yeah,
That four corners and the Puma sweatsuits and all that. Hey, man. That was the shit. You hear me? What
yeah.
would you gonna say, Rico?
I mean, honorable mentions. I got honorable mentions too. Like the Malcolm X movie was good. I was kind of worried about that movie because I know how Hollywood kind
Back
of messed.
then? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and during that time, I was active back then,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta kind of watch subliminally how they trying to portray things. But that was
Right.
cool though. But Straight Outta Compton, that was a movie that movie like I just like man, that movie right there though. That's the last movie that I seen that said man, bravo,
Okay. Okay.
bravo,
Okay.
because I lived that era. I actually watched it. I watched the whole little growth, the whole little, and I was, at the show when I was, because I went with my sister in, because she took me on my birthday, because it was my birthday present, and for some reason that movie came out in August, right my birthday. My sister said, "You gotta go. You a Raider fan, blah blah blah. You gotta go." And then I was like, "They got a NWA movie." You gotta go. And then I was like, "Damn, let's go." Man, I watched that movie, man. That movie really kind of like, damn, I remember all this, man. Like, that was wild. And
Yeah.
then that was a movie that they really did a good job. They did a good job on that movie, like, straight up.
They did. They did. I think they could have depicted Easy a
They
little
could
bit
have did
better.
better casting as far as, like, now, NWA then was cool, but when they got to, like Tupac, they had somebody better to play him. The
And
Tupac,
Easy
no,
E.
not Tupac, the Snoop Dogg character.
And Easy E. And
Yeah,
Easy E.
I like Easy character.
I didn't. And they said Easy E was tougher than that. They said
He was.
he
He
wasn't
was.
no he wasn't
They,
no pushover.
they just made it like they had to cut some stuff out, but because
Yeah,
I already saw they had to cut some stuff out. Because even during them concert times when they used to come here and yeah, they had to cut some stuff out because they was more rugged than what people
yeah, I
really
know.
see.
Yeah, I
I
know.
just go to bravo to the fact that
Right.
how they was doing, hey, they was doing them bad. Like we was listening to it, and people really thought,
I remember
y'all
when they got locked
losing.
up in Detroit. I remember that.
But you know what I'm saying. But it was like my the teachers and people at my jobs and even some of them square ass students that was at Broad Ripple. and we was listening to NWA
That
like
was
the
my.
basketball team. The basketball team, we was listening to it,
That's
and we was quoting this shit to the coach on the way to the after we beat the shit out of Tech, or whatever, and we was singing gangster gangster to the coach, but we had a couple of square ass niggas, and they was like they was hating on NWA, like y'all bad influence on y'all parents.
I
And
still got
that's
the
what I was,
NW. I still got the NWA cassette tape. I got
but
it.
it,
I got it.
it was funny though.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's my honorable mention. Actually,
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Godfather and put NWA, but I only
Uh,
gotta take Godfather. Because I said the saga, which was 1, 2, and 3, but I'll take 3 out and put MW and put Straight Outta Compton.
okay. Okay. All right.
Godfather 1, first Godfather's the shit though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's my just. I'm watching that. All right. So we got a few more minutes. So guilty, not guilty. Guilty, not guilty. Puff Daddy. Guilty, not guilty. I need the ends in. I mean the G's in or the ends in. The G's of the ends, people. To put the G's of the ends in. That's all you got to put on there. G's and ends. I'm taking a poll. G's and ends. G's and ends. Guilty, not guilty. G's and ends. Is he coming home? Is he coming home? Is he coming home? Is he coming home? Because his kids seem to think he's coming home. So is he coming on home? Is daddy coming home to continue to freak off? So what? If he get out, he's still gonna do freak offs. He's just gonna be a little bit more smarter about it. He's still gonna do them.
Well, if they're gonna put him in therapy then.
What therapy for what?
I'm saying they're gonna put him in some kind of they're gonna put him in some kind of mental something. I
I
already
don't know
know.
about all. Huh?
He got the money. They're gonna make him do some kind of mental.
I mean, it ain't gonna help him because he wants to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he was taught that. All right, we got one N in the chat. We got one N in the chat for not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. We got N and G's, people. N and G's. N and G's. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? N and G's.
Mm.
We got one N. We got one guy on the jury that's kind of contesting. So everybody's getting along with that one guy. Now, if it's one person, it could be a hung jury. And then they have to go back and redo it again, or they don't have to. We got two N's.
They already talked to the dudes that they already had. Well, I think it's about over with, ain't it?
It is over with. So the prosecution has rested their case. The federal, the FBI has dropped a few things. The FBI dropped his sex trap. Let me see. They dropped his kidnapping and the arson of Kid Cudi's car, which we know he probably did that. That's crazy. I even think they took that video of Cassie out. I mean, what do they got? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Or it's got to be a reasonable doubt.
I think he's gonna sit. He's not gonna just come home.
Okay.
He's gonna sit for something. Something's gonna stick.
Okay.
It's too much.
Because I think don't the feds in the state talk, right?
Yeah.
So they say, okay, look, we'll take this off of him. If we take this off of him, they're still gonna have to come back with a guilty on this.
And it's the state of New York, right? That's charging him with this. So I think he's gonna sit because this is not California. You know what I mean? They're gonna make some kind of small example out of him. Okay. They're gonna drop some stuff to pretty it up to kind of sugarcoat it, but they're gonna make him sit for like he ain't gonna just walk away. Like, okay. We know you got money, nigger. You ain't gonna just walk away. See, they always gotta put that old emphasis on something. So, in the 90s with OJ, how high profile that case was and how it was, and It was tense then. You had the riots and everything going on.
Hey man, I remember the trial. I remember the OJ trial really very vivid, man. How they
Yeah.
I was a man that I remember
So
that day, the not guilty. I was working at the hospital and man,
that's what I'm saying. And it's
wow.
like, look at Bill Cosby and look at R. Kelly, and they ain't gonna let him. He ain't gonna just get out. They try to make examples of the brothers, man.
Well,
That's just
I'm gonna
what.
go with the conspiracy part of it. They only do this to the guys that's either not complying to what they tell you to do when you sign that contract. When you sign that contract in blood or however they do it, you got to do what they tell you to do. And it don't matter sacrificing a friend, a loved one, whatever they tell you to do. It might be something out of your whole character. You have to do that, or they will take you out some sort of way. Whether it's saying you was, you was doing, hey Harlem, what's going on? Thanks for coming in tonight. Whether that, they're saying you were messing with kids, or they'll say, you beat up on your girlfriend or your wife. They'll put a case on you because you didn't comply, and that's what R. Kelly's. That's
Yeah,
actually what R. Kelly's ex cellmate Ronnie Bo. That's what he was saying. He said R. Kelly told him that he had to do some things at whatever time, and he didn't want to do them no more, basically.
yeah,
So
of course, of
that's
course.
why he's where he's at now. So
Yeah,
whoever P. Diddy, whoever he pissed off, I think it may have a little bit to do with the liquor companies, but
yeah,
if you did not do anything, you wouldn't have to worry about that so much of them making up something and putting it on you. So you've been doing stuff and getting away with it for years. Everybody knew it, but they was doing the same thing you do to people, basically waiting on you to, basically waiting to get a favor from you or to get you to do what they told you to do. Just like how he does people with allegedly getting them on camera and they don't know it, and then he comes back later and say, look, hey, I need you to do something for me. And nah, I can't do it. Well, check, come on, I want you to see something. What you think your wife would think about you bent over like that? You see what I'm
some
saying?
kind of, yeah. They always get a framer. Some
So
kind of like on Trading Places. Remember the movie Trading Places?
I love that movie. That's a good movie.
I mean, remember, they put the little frame on it and they stuck the little counterfeit money or mark money in. Yeah. So they just try to test the fabric of a man and see how.
But you got to keep your dignity.
You gotta keep it, man. If they a lot of them dudes, if they don't learn from this, they ain't gonna learn shit. If you don't have no kind of moral dignity when you make it into that industry, they gonna rock you. Even if you got it, you better stand on it. Cause they ain't gonna bring it to you. They ain't gonna bring you that. They gonna be like, oh, well, we know Eric. Yeah, we know he don't. Well, let's try to test him again. As long as you stand on your dignity, you be like, man, I don't do this.
What they do is try to find out what you like. They try to find
Yeah.
out all your pleasures,
Yep.
drugs, women,
No.
men, whatever you like. They try to put it in your face and give you excess of it. Now, if you take the bait, then that's when they know where they got you on something. They
Yeah.
can get you.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get him on a some
It's
sex.
all a mind game. It's a mind game. You gotta even act
Yeah,
like I don't drink, I don't smoke. But when you get home, whatever behind closed doors, you doing your own thing. Only person that's gonna know if they planted a bug in you or your wife is telling on you or
right.
you know.
We got one G.
You gotta. It's the image. You gotta portray this image. That's why Denzel. You don't hear about him because it's certain stuff that he ain't going for.
I don't know, Rico. He kissed in the
But you don't
Gladiator. They
know.
just listen,
But they
listen.
still they still celebrities. You don't know. You
Yeah,
know.
listen what I'm saying. But I don't. I don't understand why he did it. Nor do I. Well, yeah, I do. He did it because he had to do it. He kissed in the Gladiator. So he kissed a man in the Gladiator, but they didn't put it in the film. Now, why did he kiss the man in the Gladiator and then they didn't put it in? See what I'm saying? Why did he even have to do it if they didn't put it in the film? Why do it's a lot of men actors out here that say they will not compromise that. Terrence Howard said he's not kissing no
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
and he don't get some roles. It is what it is.
Yeah. Just Real men don't do certain things. We don't play certain
So
ways, man.
so whatever Denzel did or didn't do, man. I mean, he's in the industry. He's still in the industry.
Still there, but
Yeah, I don't know. I
man,
like Training Day.
like that. That's it. See, you could five is not enough to name
I know,
off.
I know.
Can't really do two.
We had to come back with the top 10 or top 20 movies.
Yeah.
I think top 10 is good. So everybody, I got a homework assignment for you on the next lifestyles. I got a homework assignment. The next episode, I want everybody to come with 10 of their favorite movies of all time. 10 in the last 20 in the 20th century, 21st century, whatever. But 10 of your favorite movies. I want you to come back with that our next chat. Before we leave, man, I want to put this out here. I don't know if you heard about this, but 34 girls were missing in one night in Washington, D.C.
What?
And nobody's talking about this. No major networks or any. I don't think this is a made up story. I've seen a few content creators talk about this, and they're saying 34 black young ladies all have vanished in one night. And nobody in DC is talking about, no major network, nobody's talking about this. If this is true, because they had the same shit happen back a year ago in Cleveland, remember?
Yeah.
So they never got to the bottom of that either. So I mean, it was several black kids that came up missing, and nobody ever said anything else about it. They weren't runaways. They weren't all runaways. But I just want to shed light on that, and I'm gonna do a little bit more homework on that and dig in a little bit of that. Rico's gonna do a little bit of homework and dig in on that one, see what we can find out about that. But if that's true, let's everybody share that.
Yeah.
34 young ladies missing, white or black, in one night, and nobody's talking about it. And if they're black, that's definitely the reason why they're not talking about it.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely ridiculous, unheard of. That's definitely something weird.
You worried about the wrong thing.
That ain't no conspiracy. If that's true, that ain't no conspiracy. If that's true, that's definitely something devious is going on. Definitely, whether it's organs or X trafficking or something's going on. So everybody keep an ear out on that story. I want everybody to have an awesome evening. A good rest of the week. We'll see you in the middle of the week. We'll have a shorter week this week. It's a holiday week. So we'll come back at you Wednesday, and we're back at it. All righty. Thank you, everybody, for coming into Lifestyles with Eric. Make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up, like, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
Peace.
Peace.